Okay, hey guys, I'm back again, and this is going to be another makeup review, but it's like a product review. But I decided this time around, I've got a couple new foundations that I've been using off and on for a little bit now, so I thought I could give you a review of them. I'm not going to do separate videos for each one because I don't really have enough to talk about to make a whole video for each one. So I'm going to do, I just filmed my video for the Exuviance foundation and concealer. So this is going to be like the second one. We're just going to do several in this one. So, yeah, so we're going to get on it. So, not that long ago, BareMinerals came out with a liquid makeup. So I thought, I really like BareMinerals. But the powder, my face is dry. So the powder doesn't always work for me. I have to really, really moisturize my skin to even try to wear the powder. And then I end up getting breakouts because I've moisturized my skin like craziness. So they came out with this BareMinerals Bare Skin Pure Brightening Serum Foundation. And this is what it looks like. And on the back it says, shake well for seamless skin perfecting coverage. And this color is called Bare Shell, and it's number 2. And there's 1 ounce in here. And this is one of the ones you have to like shake really well. And you can hear, I think it's got one of those little beads in it that helps kind of mix it up. And let me show you the top. This is what it looks like. You see, okay, so this is one of the first things I'm going to mention. This is horribly messy. I don't know if you can see it, but if around the nozzle, I guess we'll just say, it leaks inside. It leaks inside the top. And this is, I wipe this off after I use it because it's just messy, but it must not close good when you put the top on, because it leaks. It just makes a mess. Okay, so you can tell, I'll put a little on my skin so you can tell. It is very, it's not runny, but it is very thin. See, it's very like oily. Oily is how I would describe it. It feels oily when you put it on your face. If you've ever used the oil cleaning method on your face, or if you've used like one of the retail makeup removing oils, it kind of feels like that on your face. So even though it's like a really thin formula, it's really, really thin. It would run right off your hand. It feels really heavy on your face, which is strange to me. I did wear this for several weeks. As you can tell, probably I'm not real thrilled about it. I really wish they'd, I don't know, done a little bit better on the packaging. Now, they do have a brush, of course, that goes with it, because just about every makeup brand now, when they come out with a new foundation, they come out with a brush that you're supposed to buy with it. I don't usually buy the brush unless what I do is I buy the makeup, and if I really, really like the makeup, and I think that the brush would help make it even better, then I'll go buy the brush. But I'm not going to buy makeup and the brush and then end up not liking the makeup, and, you know, then you've just wasted all that money on a brush. Felt like I had something on my arm. So, I did not buy the brush that went with this. I just used my Real Techniques brush to put this on. Now, I did it with that brush, and I did it with my hands. It worked better with my hands, but it made my hands feel oily. It made my face feel oily. The color was a pretty good match. That's one positive I could say, but I didn't care for it. It doesn't have an odor, but it's just messy. It's just a hot mess in here. So I did not really care for this. I don't use it very much. Just because I don't like the way it makes my face feel like I've got this film over it. So yeah, BareMinerals Bare Skin, not really my favorite. would never purchase this again, I don't think. I wish they'd come out with a more creamy makeup. This is just too oily. It's just like putting Crisco on your face. So, ooh. Another, well, I guess I'll just do this one because it's in the same type of bottle, but it's a different thing. So I use Glamouflage. It's by Hard Candy is the brand, and Glamouflage is the kind of line. I use the concealer under my eyes. It's my favorite concealer. It's better than any, like, uppity brand that I could ever find. I've tried a bunch of different concealers because I have horrible dark circles, but it is by far better than any other concealer I found. Like, prestige brand or drugstore brand. And Hard Candy is like a drugstore brand. I get mine at Walmart. I don't know where else that you can get it, but I do get mine at Walmart. So I thought I'll try. They came out with a foundation, okay, and I thought, hey, I'll try that, because you know, if their concealer's good, their actual makeup may be pretty good. I did get this one's Porcelain number 930. It is too light for me. I will say that from the beginning. So it is way too light. Let me put a little on my hand. And it's very thick, which I can work with. See how light it is? I don't know what I was thinking. No, I'm not that light. So if I put it on, it makes me look like a ghost. But I do like the coverage. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking I'm gonna go back maybe and get another color. The one that was 1UP was a little bit red, but maybe since I already have this one, if I can mix the two of them, then that'll make a good color for me. This wasn't very expensive, like the $10 or $11 range, maybe even less than that. It has the possibility of being good makeup, but this is just not, it's a lot lighter in here than it looks on this thing. So, but it does have the pump, which is, a lot of people really like that. So yeah, I may buy another one of these and see. I don't know, like I can't do a good review on this one so much because it was so too light for me. Like I couldn't even darken it up and make it work with a powder. So yeah, I'll try to maybe get the darker one and mix them up and see if I can use this, because I kind of liked the feel of it, because I can use super thick makeup. What I do a lot of times is I will just blend it. I'll use like a tiny amount and just blend it out, and then it's fine. So, you know, I'll try to use that. That's what I'll do. I'll go to Walmart and get me a darker one and kind of mix them together. The next one I got, and I got this before Christmas, I've had this for quite a while as well, is the Clinique Moisture Surge CC Cream. And what color am I? Light. Okay, and this is, I don't know, allergy tested, 100% fragrance free. You know, it's Clinique. It's always like fragrance free and all that kind of stuff. It does have an SPF of 30, and I like this. Okay, it's got one of those squeezies. I kind of like the squeezy tubes better than the pumps. I'm weird like that. I'll put a little bit on my skin. It's a thicker formula, especially for a BB cream or a CC cream. It's all the same thing. Let me spread a little bit out. And it's a pretty good coverage, especially for just a CC cream. Okay. The thing I have about this one, I really like it. I wear it, okay, all the time. If you may be able to see in this, I'm not sure how true the color is going to come out. It's red. It doesn't look red when you first put it on, but when you go outside, it's got a red color tone to it. Even though I think light is only the second color up. So it was pretty dark if you see it for just being the second color. And I still wear it because I really like the feel of it. It's very light and it covers, but it doesn't make you look like you're wearing a mask. Yeah, it's just very red. It's not so red that I can't wear it, but I have to be careful what I put on my face with it, like what powder I use. I have to use a light colored powder to kind of counterbalance it. Yeah, I really like this. I just wish it wasn't so red, and I don't think I can step down to the color that's below it because it was really way too light, which just sucks. I wish more places would do like L'Oreal does when they have 3 different tones to all of their makeup. They have like a warm, a neutral, and a cool, I think. I wish that more makeups would have different undertones for their skin options. So, but I really like this. I would suggest this if you like a kind of hydrating, I would call this a foundation. I wouldn't really call it a CC cream. It's got more coverage, I think, than a CC cream normally has. And it's very hydrating. My skin is super dry, and this does really well. So I would suggest this. Again, this is what it looks like. It's Clinique Moisture Surge. And they do have a whole line of stuff that's Moisture Surge. So, yeah, I really like that one. That one and the Exuviance one are the ones I have been using, like, alternating a lot. So, yeah, those are my 2 favorites right now. Brand new to me and relatively new to the market is this. I gotta wipe it off because I got it dirty with my hands. I have makeup all over it. It's the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Makeup. And this is its blendable luminous foundation. And I'm in the color W2, which is a pretty good match for me. Even though it's in the warm category, it's warm. It still does better. I tried on the cool tone one, and it was more red than this one. So I don't really understand. I may be not understanding the way their tones work. But, you know, so it's in a compact, and this is actually, I didn't notice before, only a ½ an ounce of actual makeup in here. And this stuff is on the higher side, like it's $16 maybe, higher for a drugstore makeup. But, so it's in a compact. It opens up like this, and there is a mirror in here. I'll try to cover that up so it doesn't blind you guys. There's a little poof right here. And as you can see, I've tried to use it. I did not like putting it on with this, but this is how you're supposed to put it on, according to L'Oreal. So then there's a little cover right here, and you just flip it open, and underneath there's this sponge, and the sponge is what has the makeup down in there. And it's very spongy. And then you can put it on and it is a very good match to my skin. And it is, you can kind of see it's kind of shiny, so it is luminous, but I will tell you, it is not too, I don't like the dewy finishes. It's not too dewy for me. I do put a powder on over it just to kind of tone down on some of the dewiness. If you like that kind of dewy makeup, this would probably work for you. You could just put it on and not put a setting powder on top. If you like kind of a more natural, not matte, but natural type of finish, put a little powder on, you're in the natural range. I do like this. I've worn it for the last couple of days. What I do is, instead of using this little spongy thing that doesn't work, I take my brush, my Real Techniques brush, and I just dip it like this and then swirl it on my face. And that seems to work really well. It covers really well. You don't have to use a whole lot. I do really like this. Like I said, I'm in the color W2. And it's very shiny. I hope I'm not like blinding y'all. But yeah, it's the L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Cushion. And I don't see that it has any SPF in it. So So you'd have to get your SPF from, yeah, it doesn't say anywhere on it that it has any SPF. And this is the sticker on the back is what I was looking at, and it doesn't say either. So if you, you would need to get your SPF from your face lotion or something like that, or put an SPF on before. I'm not sure why they didn't put, maybe to keep it extra thin so the cushion would work. Maybe it's the only thing I can think of. But I do really like this. What I would do if you want to try this, and the price tag for it kind of makes you go ooh, because it is a little bit on the higher end for a drugstore makeup. Go to your drugstore, Walgreens, CVS. I'm not sure about CVS. I know Walgreens does. Go over to the cosmetics department and ask the person in the cosmetics department if they have any coupons, because a lot of the times they do. I got mine with a coupon this last week when I bought it, so I've only had this like a week and a half. It was buy one get one half off, so I got a powder to go with this for half off. And then they had coupons that I could use, like $2 coupons I could use on each one of my items. So it wasn't as bad of a deal that way as, you know, trying to get it full price. So if you want to try it, I would suggest that. It never hurts to go over there and just nicely be like, hey, do you guys have any coupons? Because a lot of times they do. And they'll give them to you. It's not a big deal. So, yeah. Good stuff. So far, I like this. Like I've said, I've only used it for about a week. So when I have it all used up and it's in my empties, I will for sure have probably a better idea as to, you know, how well I like it. It seems to wear very well throughout the day. There's one of my friends is also wearing it. I will give you a tip that I've noticed on her skin. Don't put it on really, really thick, because you will notice it if it's really thick. Use a brush. I think she's using her fingers, or she's using this little spongy thing that's in there, and I think that it's too thick. So I would use a brush probably, just to keep it thinned out, and not so like, because you can tell she's wearing it. It doesn't look the same on her skin as it looks on mine, so it must be something about how she's putting it on. It looks a lot thicker. So yeah, use a brush. These Real Technique brushes are great, and they're not very expensive. So yeah, mine's dirty. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to wash that. But so yeah, those were my 4 makeups that I had to review that I've been using. Like I said, the L'Oreal and the Clinique are my 2 favorites from that batch that I've been using. Really good. Haven't broke my face out. So yeah, if you have any questions about it, or something I forgot to mention, or anything like that, just drop me a note and I'll answer you real quick. I'm usually pretty good about getting back to people. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thanks guys. Bye.